You all had better understand something, people. On this channel, we got the prophet, the psychic, the preacher, and the pastor. So y'all covered. We got all four. If you don't like the pastor, maybe you'll like the preacher. If you don't like the preacher, maybe you'll like the psychic. And if you don't like the psychic, maybe you'll like the pastor. Y'all covered, people. We good on this channel. Hello, everybody. This is the Magic Man, the tennis preacher, the prophet, the psychic, and the tennis pastor, coming back at you again with another video. All right, people, this is sort of like a part two, because I just did a video asking the question, can Federer win a major? And I gave y'all my reason why he's not washed up. That he has a chance. He said he has a decent chance of still winning a major. I'm not saying a great chance, but he still has a decent chance. Okay, but now somebody could be saying this here. Somebody could be saying, the reason I'm making this video, because somebody may be saying, okay, Magic Man, you convinced us that you're right. In 2019, people, even me, I didn't realize Federer had that good of a year in 2019. Semifinals of the French Open, 2 match points in the Wimbledon, he finals of Indian Wells, won the Miami, won the Halle, won the Dubai. People, I'll be honest, when I went back in this, it's good. I just said, well, let me go look at where Federer left off. So somebody may be saying, Magic Man, there may be some people like me saying, wow, we forgot about that. But Magic Man, still, that was 2 years ago, even a year and a half. I know you say that's not a long time, but Federer's already had surgery. He's already laid off. So we don't want to hear about what Federer did even last year. We talk about now. Tell us for the future, for starting tomorrow when Federer plays, for the French Open, for all the tournaments in between, for the Wimbledon, the US Open, and all the tournaments the rest of the year. Show us, and for the next 2 or 3 years, show us how Federer has a good pathway to winning at least one major. Easiest video I could ever make. And people, I'm going to get to the title about level, because that's what it's all about, is level and raising the level. But we know if he got that, that's the best way to do it. That's really the only way to do it now. But I get to the level in a second. I don't want to spoil that, because that level stuff is important. But people, let me just start with some basic stuff. And all Djokovic fans, Nadal fans, and Federer fans know this, because they all be crying on Thursday when the draws come out for every major. All the sports fans be crying because their guy got a tough draw, or they jumping up because they got an easy draw. So here's the first way. The easiest way for Federer to win a major is to have an easy draw. Yeah, people, listen, an easy draw. Yo, everybody know what I'm talking about. Don't get in this comment section. I dare anybody to get in that comment section, because I've heard Nadal fans cry on Thursday. I've heard Federer fans cry. Nadal got an easy draw. I heard Nadal fans cry. No, Federer got an easy draw, because they know when the guys at that level, you get an easy draw. You just have a couple tough matches. You got that. You may have a tough match to quarters, sort of, but you got a tough match to semis. Win that semifinals, then just anything can happen in the finals, especially if you great like Federer, Nadal, or Djokovic. So that's it, people. Federer gets a tough draw. And the other guys, Djokovic, Nadal, get tougher draws. Okay? That's one way right there. All of you that's saying Federer has no chance, listen, I get to the level thing if he's playing at a high level. I'm not even going there yet. I'm saying that could happen. In either the slams, Federer gets an easy draw. Now, here's the second one. I'm finna throw a little curveball at y'all. People, it's called the Medvedev effect. People, remember I told y'all Medvedev has tapped into the level, and Medvedev is almost, if he would have won, I think last week in the tournament, but he went out early, he would have been number 2. People, that's huge. Let me tell you what that means. If Medvedev becomes number 2, that means Nadal won't get the easy draw all the time. That means Nadal won't be on this side getting the easy draw, and Djokovic on this side getting the easy draw. So Djokovic will be like the number 1 seed. Nadal won't be number 2. So Medvedev will get the easy draw. Now somebody can say, well, that can be tough, and Medvedev get an easy draw the way he playing. But I still think if you ask Federer, would you rather have Nadal get the hard draw or Medvedev? As great as Medvedev is playing, we saw Medvedev still haven't quite settled his mind right. He can tap into the level. He's in the super level now. Medvedev can go up, man, but he still can get rattled. And he need to get the emotions right. Stop wearing. He's wearing his emotions on his. He's wearing his emotions on his sleeves. Okay, you can see that he can get rattled, and then his game sort of go away. So, but still, let me get to the question. If you ask Federer, who would you rather have to have the tougher draw? Medvedev or Nadal? Federer gonna say Nadal. I can tell you that right now. So y'all see what I'm saying? If Medvedev becomes number 2, then y'all know the way the draw is done. Then it can get tougher for Nadal then. Then it'll be Djokovic will have an easy draw. I mean, usually. Now, some tournaments, it ain't that way. And then Medvedev will have an easy draw because he's waiting to meet Djokovic. Then Nadal will be the one getting that tougher draw. Or Nadal can meet, like, tougher players. Okay? All right. So that's another thing. If Medvedev gets number 2, it pushes Nadal down to number 3. And that makes things tougher for Nadal. If things get tougher for Nadal, that usually means things are easier for Federer. Okay, that's another way. Okay, now let me see. There was another thing I wanted to talk about before I get to the level. Let me see. There was something else about the draw. I don't know. Okay, but let me move on. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was something. Maybe it wasn't. If I can think of it, I mention it. But now let's get to what the title's about. People, this is why I haven't given up on Federer. This is why Federer hasn't retired, okay? I'm going to tell y'all why, people. It got to do with level. People, let me say something here. Today's game is all about level and being able to raise your level. That's why it ain't even just, listen, people. Being mentally tough and all that, that's extra. But you got to have the level. Like Medvedev, Djokovic had to really raise his level because he saw Medvedev is playing at this level. People, it started with this. Okay, people, tennis didn't used to be just about level. You got on the tour and it was about mentor, like Arthur Ashe and Jimmy Connors and those guys, McEnroe. They were tough over here. You had to be tough and strategy. See, tennis ain't about strategy now. You can have all the strategy you want. If you ain't got the level, you're going to get blasted. Okay, the reason why, even when I watched Federer warming up this morning, watch it, like I told y'all, go watch the videos. Federer warming up for the tournament for tomorrow. Federer, you can tell, he still got level. He's in the level, what I call and he got the super level. He's still in the super level. Like, what I call the super level is what Federer got, Djokovic, Nadal, Andy Murray had it, Wawrinka had it. That's why Wawrinka got 3 majors. See there? Yeah, that's level, man. I don't want to hear, no, Magic Man, it's because Wawrinka got a great backhand. No, it's the level of the backhand. If that was true, look at Wawrinka's backhand now. It still looks good, but he doesn't have the level anymore. Look at Andy Murray's strokes. They look good, but he doesn't have the level anymore. Both of them have dropped out of the super level. That's why they're not winning, okay? The reason why Djokovic is still winning, because he's got the level. The reason why Nadal's still winning, he got the level. The reason why I'm saying Federer has a great chance to win another major, he still got that level. Now, I will say this here now, and this is a separate video. Federer, he can't raise his level. But if he could do that, he can't raise his level as often as he wants to. But he can still, and that is in whatever tournament, maybe sometime, he may not be able to raise it this slam, maybe this slam, or maybe one of those slams, he can raise it. But he still got high level, okay? People, let me say something about this quickly. I said tennis used to not be about just level and levels and levels. People, this is why Sampras is still one of my GOATs. I know he's on the lower tier. He's on the lower tier of GOATs. But Pete Sampras is the one who started the level. I used to watch Sampras. He and Agassi, they start off at maybe level 7. Then Sampras all of a sudden they'll go to another level. Level 8, level 9, level 10, level 12. And just wax Agassi out the court. That Sampras, and that level stuff, that's what took Sampras to 14 majors. So let me get back to Federer. Federer still has level. It may not be as good. He may not be able to raise it as often as he used to. It may go up and down, but he's still in the super level mode. And as long as you can sort of hang up there in that super level mode, you will get you a slam. That's why Medvedev gonna get some slams. Cause that level, you see that level Medvedev? I should have did a video about that. Djokovic said that Medvedev match was one of the toughest matches he ever played. Everybody thought Djokovic was joking. What he's saying was Medvedev, listen, Djokovic had to start doing drop shots. Think about this. I've seen Djokovic beat Nadal from the baseline, people. Even in some clay matches back in 2013 in the Monte Carlo, where Djokovic crushed Nadal on clay. Djokovic, think about that. Think about how consistent and grind out Nadal is. Yet Djokovic out-grinded Nadal sometime. Yet Medvedev, he made Djokovic feel he had to get out of the point. Medvedev, with all his power, he out-grinded Djokovic in the Australian Open. And Djokovic had to change his strategy and start hitting drop shots to get out of the point and so to throw Medvedev off. So that's level. You see what level do? Medvedev has level. And that's what Federer still got. I don't care if it's up and down a little bit, but it's enough. He got enough of it to still pick off a slam. That is the main reason. Forget everything else I've said about the possibility of Federer being able to win a major. Forget anything that anybody has said. It still comes out of the level. That's what you look for. When you see Federer play Evans, whether he win or lose, even if he win, say if he barely win, that's not a good sign. Say if he beat Evans tomorrow 6-2, 6-2, that means that level is still good. The fair level good. Okay, people, tennis preacher, prophet, psychic, signing off.
You all have better understand something about this channel, people. Y'all lucky. Y'all got all 4. 4-1, 1-4 on this channel, people. Y'all got the prophet, tennis prophet. You got the psychic, tennis psychic. You got the preacher, tennis preacher, and you got the prophet, tennis prophet. And for example, if you don't like the prophet, tennis prophet, maybe you would like the tennis psychic. If you don't like the analysis of the tennis psychic, maybe you would like the analysis of the tennis preacher. And if you don't like the analysis of the tennis preacher, maybe you like the analysis of the tennis prophet. I'm telling y'all, people, y'all good on this channel. We good. We got it covered in all ways. All right, people, tennis preacher, prophet, psychic. Sign it off. Have a good one.